Councilmember Evans-Shabazz.
Thank you, Mayor. I certainly want to echo the sentiments of the Vice Mayor Pro Tem, because we certainly want to get as much out of this for the benefit of the renters. But at the same time, I'm not in favor of delaying it. But I want to ask, originally when the moratorium was placed by the Harris County judge, she indicated that there would be no late fees. So rather than changing the contract, could we perhaps reach out to her to see if she could engage or make a further moratorium regarding late fees? You know, I would hope that people would be compassionate, but we can't rely on that. But certainly if we could go another way to get to the same end, then I would like to, suggest that as a possibility. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Evans-Shabazz.
Thank you, Mayor. Certainly, I want to echo the sentiments of appreciation for your leadership. And certainly, I am so elated that the renters are going to get some assistance. Those of you that need details, of course, the mayor has provided the website, but you can certainly follow me on Instagram and Facebook at District D Houston TX. I want to say that thank you again to the mayor for creating the partnership with World Central Kitchen. We partnered with Zoe's Kitchen to provide hot meals to all residents of the Wallop senior residence every day last week for lunch, and the seniors are very grateful. I also want to say thank you to Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee and the doctors for their commitment to the community with the United Memorial Medical Center testing for seniors that was at Worthing High School, the mobile unit. The Southeast Community Church had a mask giveaway, mask and glove distribution. Thank you to Pastor Thurman West, Pastor Terrence Hall, Chris Spellman, and Carl Davis for supporting the community. Also, Blue Ridge United Methodist Church, thank you again to the food bank and Fiesta Stores. Thank you to Congressman Al Green, Senator Miles, Rep. Theory, Commissioner Ellis for supporting the residents of District D, and certainly thanks to Mayor Sandra Hines for the food distribution. Metropolitan CME Church had communion and mask, and thank you to Pastor Page, Tawana Glampion, Brenda Davis for supporting the community. Then the NAACP Youth Council had a walk and giveaway. They went down to the Alameda Corridor and they gave out masks to people who were walking. People walked up. I want to thank Shamara Kina, Portia Harris, July McShay for their efforts. We gave out about 1,000 masks. And I also want to say thank you to Cassie Cornish of Cassie's Kitchen for providing hot meals to constituents in the Cloverland community. We distributed 400 good meals, barbecue, potato salad, beans, cake. It was awesome. Of course, I didn't eat much, but they served a great meal, and I really, really appreciate that. And thank you, Cassie, and also those that made this available, the Concrete Pros, LW Essence, Cornish Trucking, Turkey Leg Hut, and the Cloverland Detail Shop. Also, thank you to teachers. This is Teacher Appreciation Week. Thank you for being the heroes and sheroes to our kids. And then I want to thank HPD for their assistance at all of our District D events. Blue Ridge United Methodist Church, Sunnyside, Cassie's Kitchen, Sergeant Colleen Himes, Officer Robert Barron, Christopher Castillo, Milagro Contreras, Tracy Gooden, Kevin Harvey, Officer Daniel Kalatar Hermosi, Yuri Rivera, Caleb Runge, Daryl Small, David Trevino, Oscar Webb, Kevin Williams, Randall Wynn. Now, was that good or what? I want to say thank you to the Riverside Civic Association with Tamara Bell, Sharon Evans, Joy Sewing. They again gave out masks this Sunday at the Unity Bank. I want to wish everyone a belated, and I want to say thank you to Senator Miles, Mattress Max, and Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. I hope everyone enjoyed Cinco de Mayo. And I'm on my last page. And on Friday, Beyonce and Tina Knowles will have a mobile testing unit again at Cullen Middle School on Friday from 10 to 5, which is 6900 Scott. And on May the 9th, Forest Brook Middle School, 7525 Tidwell from 10 to 5. Also, support KTSU. We had a phenomenal event led by Carl Davis where Yates challenged Madison as to who could give the most money. And of course, you already know, right? It was Jack Yates. Thank you so much, those that gave. And certainly my condolences to Councilmember Knox and my prayers for Officer Comier. We certainly are very touched by this, and we certainly offer as much support as we can. Thank you so much, Mayor. You are always so compassionate, and I really, as a recipient of that compassion, I really appreciate it. Thank you, and you.
Thank you very much.
Move forward.
Thank you very much. Councilmember Evans-Shabazz.
Thank you, Mayor, and I just must not be raising my hand high enough, because I don't know how I ended up being last, but certainly you can save the best for last. But I certainly, I have tried to exercise restraint, but I've heard it too many times regarding the reprimand that the government created this. I represent African Americans and Latino populations primarily, who are disproportionately impacted by this COVID. So I want to thank the government for their response, because the government, in my opinion, saved lives. So I have to say that before I actually get to my comment on this. And I want to say that, in regards to forbearance for people who are with mortgages, well, certainly the owners, if they have a mortgage, can they not apply for a forbearance as well? So everyone could be given an opportunity to take advantage of it. And I want to say another comment. I did hear my colleague say that he was not going to apply for the money. And certainly that is, his choice. But most people are going check to check. And other than waiving the rent, asking them to still come up with money in an arrangement when there's an opportunity for them to get the money to pay the landlord, I think is something that perhaps someone should consider applying to help the people to not have to come up with 3 months of rent, even in an arrangement. And so that's my comments regarding that. But I wanted to ask, with the $8 million coming up, in my particular community, I have duplexes with a lot of students. I have single family homes that are being leased. And it's my understanding that this particular money does not help them. And so I was wondering if there's any way that we could look at that in the future to be able to help maybe with the $8 million, to look at the stipulations that perhaps they don't have to be in 4-unit and above complexes, just something of that nature. And I also want to ask if perhaps we could expand the list. I would, like to have the NAACP or the Urban League considered as those that could be in the same position right now as Baker Ripley. So those are just some comments that I wanted to make.
Yeah. And I will tell you that we looked at other organizations as well. A 4% administrative fee is a very lean amount. For other organizations, for example, to stand up a program like this for a 2-month pass-through program, it would probably cost them more. So we're looking at working with others, with other organizations for other programs that will be more cost-effective for them. And just like on the other item that we will be dealing with shortly, there are other organizations who are the distributors. The $8 million is not going through Baker Ripley. The $8 million is going through other sources, other organizations, other entities. And I think I read our list of, like Brentwood Community Foundation, Catholic Charities, Coalition for the Homeless, Houston Area Community Centers, Montrose Center Search. Those are the vehicles that we're utilizing for the other $8 million.